Hi, so in this video, I'll tell you how 2020 was a dramatic year for CO2 emissions and how the COVID-19 lockdown caused human contributions to plummet, how it contributed with reference to this article. Let us go ahead with first one was a wildfire. The largest wildfire season on record in California was this year 2020. It started in August and until November 12, burning of around 4,000 kilometers square of forest was there, and that's nearly twice the area burned by what was previously done in 2018. So it was like 4% of the state burned. And wildfires in the western US were basically driven by human induced climate change. The same is true in Australia also. So basically, it's a vicious circle, and these fires are fueled by climate change, and in turn they release tremendous volume of CO2. So the first cause of CO2 emission was these wildfires. Let us go to the second one. Like, however, CO2 emissions were very surprising from human activity, because last year when it was locked down due to the spread of COVID-19, they recorded dramatic decrease in the global CO2 emission in the very first half of the year. Around 8.8% decrease was there. And also, since no cars were running on the road, and there were no traffic, and that is how accidental and real world experiment showed that the CO2 emission will fall dramatically if people drive less in the future or switch to electric cars. And now, what are the promising ways for that? Is to keep that CO2 out of the atmosphere, is either you capture it or you reuse it as a chemical feedstock. So earlier in this year, chemists of University of Lyon, they reported a carbon capture formula, and they utilized polyamine that reacts with that CO2 to generate a material which can be used to scavenge valuable metals from dead batteries. And that's how they made it environment friendly process, and obviously less expensive. Meanwhile, another scientist at University of California also used was like they prepared a metal organic framework, which was the first material to meet that US Department of Energy target for CO2 capture. So I think with this you're able to understand that COVID has some positive effects also, and the people have started working on how to capture the CO2 and lower the emissions of 2020. I mean, this 2020 has made a trend in decreasing the carbon emission and thinking over it. So, if you're new to my channel, click on do subscribe, and click on like if you have liked it. Thank you so much. I'll be coming with more such videos with you to share.